Russian troops remotely deployed anti-personnel mines in residential district in Kharkiv, rescuers asking citizens not to approach them. Ukrainian military destroyed Russian army warehouse near Novoedar in Luhansk region. .66 shelling with MLRS Grad, MLRS Smerch, artillery and tanks in Kharkiv in last 24 hours. 11 civilians killed, 14 wounded, head of Kharkiv Regional Administration. Plane flying over Avdiivka, dropped a bomb near city. Ukrainian army is ready for possible provocations from Transnistria, head of Odessa Regional Administration. Kadyrov in new video showing operational maps from his commanders.
Я получил все доклады от всех командиров и получил от них карты полностью до точки обозначены, задачи ясны, и мы уже начинаем работать.
German foreign minister stresses that Ukraine needs more weapons, especially heavy weapons. Detachment of technical and scientific gendarmes who came to assist Ukrainian people in the investigations of war crimes committed around Kyiv. France first to provide such aid. They will be at work tomorrow. Explosions audible in Kharkiv. Russia has prepared a disinformation campaign to disrupt arms supplies to Ukraine, FM at Dmitro Kuleba. Czech Republic MFA at Jan Lipovsky, Russia is not a superpower. It has a number of nuclear warheads but it has lost dominance in many other categories. Borrell, EU ban on Russian oil will happen, sooner or later. Prime Minister of Lithuania, today, my visit in Ukraine started in Borodyanka. No words could possibly describe what I saw and felt here. Ukraine expects Russian attack in country's east will begin soon, Defense Ministry spokesman. Occupation authorities in parts of Donetsk region of Ukraine via Russian state media urged to use chemical weapons against Ukrainian troops in Mariupol. Authorities in Voronezh region increased terrorist threat level in Rosish and Kantamirivka districts of region. One killed as result of Russian army shelling on Lysychansk with heavy weapons. Chairman of the Joint Staff Chiefs General Mark Milley spoke with Commander-in-Chief of the Ukrainian Armed Forces General Valery Zaluzhny yesterday by phone. Milley emphasized that the U.S. is united with allies and partners in their resolve to support Ukraine. Smoke rising near Olenivka. No plans to bring more Ukraine troops to U.S. for training, per a senior U.S. defense official. Group of troops that just returned, to whom at SecDef spoke Sunday, had been in the U.S. since November to December 2021. Indian Prime Minister, we will send a new batch of medical aid to Ukraine soon. Indian Prime Minister, we propose to Moscow to hold talks between the Russian and Ukrainian presidents. Indian Prime Minister assures Biden that the situation in Ukraine is very worrying. 30 houses damaged in Mikhailivka village of Pokrovsk district as result of artillery shelling today. High terrorist alert level has been introduced in 2 districts of the Krasnodar Krai, bordering Ukraine by sea, the governor said. The European Union accuses Russia of causing hunger in the world through its war on Ukraine. Austrian leader has open and tough talks with Putin in Moscow. The war in Ukraine could cut world trade in half this year. Austrian Chancellor, talks with Putin were not friendly. Austrian Chancellor, it is important to confront Putin with the facts in Ukraine. Russian military column near Rostov.
Правильно бояться, ёпта. О, это колонна В. Это, между прочим, охренеть. Извините за выражение, прошу прощения. Сейчас я же на камеру снимаю. Да, ребят, я вижу тувинцев или бурятов. Судя по тому, что, смотрите, наш флаг имперский. Да, ребят, это колонна В. Я полагаю, что это та самая колонна, которая была под Киевом. Я могу, конечно, ошибиться, меня поправят. Вы посмотрите, сколько здесь машин. Все стоят, готовые. В течение ближайших нескольких дней начнется крупнейшая операция со времен Второй мировой войны.
Это морская пехота.
Морская пехота, ребят. Давайте, родненькие, давайте. Русские флаги, русские флаги. Давайте, друзья.
Russian occupation authorities declared high terrorist threat alert in Crimea. Shelling targeting Kharkiv. The New York Times documented the bodies of almost 3 dozen people where they were killed in Bucha, in their homes, in the woods, in a vacant parking lot, and learned the story behind many of their deaths. Russian troops attempting to assault Severodonetsk and have launched Tochka-U missile at Popasna, General Staff of Armed Forces of Ukraine. The Pentagon, we will continue to provide military aid to Ukraine. The Pentagon, we make about 10 trips to Ukraine a day to transport military aid. France expels 6 suspected Russian spies in diplomatic roles, official says. 3 days-long curfew starting tomorrow morning to be imposed in Irpin, Kyiv region. Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister, Russia prevented evacuations from Donetsk region today. 8 killed, including 13-year-old child, 19 wounded, including 4-year-old and 9-year-old children as result of Russian army shelling today in Kharkiv. 4,354 people were evacuated today to the safe areas. Azov Regiment says Russian troops used kind of chemical dropped from a drone. Those impacted have respiratory failure, vestibulo-atactic syndrome. 3 killed, 8 wounded today as result of Russian shelling in Donetsk region of Ukraine. 3 wounded after exposure to chemical substance dropped from drone in Mariupol. All in mild condition.